Tens of thousands of people in Scotland and the north of England still have no electricity 5 days after Storm Arwen caused what's being described as unprecedented damage to the power network. Strong winds snapped telegraph poles and knocked out supplies on Friday. We have two reports tonight from the worst hit areas, the northeast of England and Aberdeenshire, from where Lorna Gordon has sent this first report.
A fifth night without mains power. And Patrick and Debbie Jameson are hunkering down again.
It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday now.
Without power?
Without power. The temperatures have been -10, between -5 and -10 in the evenings.
What have you been doing for heating?
Just dropping up very warm, try to keep close together, keep as best we can. So I remember the 70s with the power cuts very well, but not as bad as this. This has been the worst it's ever been.
So, correcting and then actually...
Right across this area, people are grappling with the aftermath of this storm. They're checking on neighbours, offering food.
How are you doing? Surviving?
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I've got 3 layers on here, which is confusing. All these houses around here are granite sort of things, so when they get cold, they get really, really cold.
In Rhynie, there's no power or water. Locals gathering together for company and warmth. Anne is one of many donating them supplies and wondering when the power will come back on.
And it's like a bit of false hope, because you was getting a text message through saying, oh, it's going to come on maybe at 12 o'clock at lunchtime. Then it went maybe on to 6 o'clock that night. Then it was midnight, then the next day. So he was kind of hoping, but it was never happening. But it's been difficult for everyone in the village.
Hundreds of engineers are working to restore supplies, but the impact of this storm was so severe that tonight thousands in Scotland are still cut off and may remain that way for some time. Lorna Gordon, BBC News, Aberdeenshire.
There we are, emerging pies.
Here in Northumberland, volunteers in Rothbury are cooking for those who can't.
Yeah, we've got a couple of rolls each.
On the other side of the hall, a local councillor is updating villagers.
It's not going to be a quick fix. I've got residents in this area that I'm aware of that are taking water from the river or streams near their properties to actually wash. I have to ask the question why maybe the emergency services and local authority haven't declared a major incident by now.
That's because hundreds of people like James and Lucy still need support.
When was the last time you had a shower?
About Thursday, the day before the storm. And since then it's been wet wipes, hot flannel washes.
Now it's time to grab the hot food and hit the road. A lifeline to families and vulnerable people who haven't been able to cook for 4 days.
It's villages like this where volunteers have been delivering to, and when you get inside Whittingham, you can see just how bad the damage is.
Trees like this, the sheer force of Storm Arwen blowing them down and bringing down cables.
It's getting to the breaking point. Like it's hard, especially when you've got a little one in the house. And just not knowing, getting a straight answer of when it is actually going to be back on. I don't think people get it until you actually live up here and then realise how it can affect you.
They feel cut off in every way and are wondering what choices they have the longer this continues. Fiona Trott, BBC News, Northumberland.